The meeting is open and the live stream is on.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good evening, Azusa community, students, parents, and staff. Welcome to our board meeting today, May 13th, 2025. For item 1.1, I would like to call the meeting to order today at this time. Moving on, roll call. We have Board Member Vice President Sandra Benavides.
Here.
We have Board Member Clerk Ms. Yolanda Rodriguez Pena.
Here.
And we have our Board Member Ramos coming in a little bit later. And we have Board Member Greer that will not be joining our meeting today. Moving on to item 1.3, approval of the agenda. Can I please get a first motion?
Make a motion to approve. Second.
We have a first by Board Member Rodriguez Pena. We have a second by Board Member Benavides. If we could please have a vote. And it passes 3 and 2 absent at this time. Moving on to item 2.1, public comment on closed session agenda items. Do we have any blue cards for this time? Okay. Great. We could have Patricia Padilla come up to the podium. Is she in attendance?
Do I start?
Whenever you start, the clock will commence
Okay.
as well.
Good evening, board members. My name is Patricia Padilla, and I represent the parents of the neighborhood homework house. In addition, I am a substitute teacher for this district, a master's student in educational counseling, and an intern that has done hours in this district as well. I wear many hats in this community, and each one gives me a deeper understanding of the critical role programs like Neighborhood Homework House play in the lives of our students and their families. As you know, the Neighborhood Homework House is not just a tutoring center, it is a place where children receive academic support, emotional encouragement, and just as importantly, a strong sense of community. It's a place where families feel welcome, supported, and safe. As you consider the new location for this program, I urge you to prioritize the safety and well-being of the students it serves. I understand that the site currently being offered to us is the center school, which poses serious concerns. Center School is located on a busy main street with heavy traffic, and it is well-known area for gang activity. This is not the kind of environment we want to expose our children to, especially after school during the school hours when they should be safe, cared for, and focused on learning. There is a far better option available, which is Lawson School. It is safer, quieter, not on a major street, and it sits right next to the Family Recreation Center, which already serves as a trusted community hub. Choosing Slauson would strengthen the mission of Neighborhood Homework House and send a clear message that this district puts safety, wellness, and family-centered support first. As an educator and a mother, I ask you to please consider what is truly the best interest of our children, not just for their academic growth, but for their safety and sense of belonging. We need more spaces like Neighborhood Homework House, and we need them in locations where families feel safe and secured and supported. Thank you for your time, your leadership, and your consideration. Patricia Padilla.
Thank you, Ms. Padilla. We have Jennifer Hicks.
Good evening. Thank you, board members and administrators. I want to keep my time brief because there's other folks here. I want to quickly say, as the executive director of Neighborhood Homework House, we welcome the opportunity to rent space from Center Middle School. Just, we've been in the community since 1997, 28 years. In that time, we've served over 2,000 students. A big part of why we're able to do that and offer our services free is that we rent in an under market space. The proposal in front of you guys is also under market, and we're hopeful that because we have a shared mission, that the school district will approve our proposal, allowing us to continue the work that we offer for families and community members, as well as obviously children, free. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Hicks. We have Victoria Perez.
Hi, my name is Victoria Perez. I'm coming as a parent. On behalf of the Perez family, my daughter is about to finish on Thursday her first year of Homework House, and my son is going to be hopefully joining in the summer. Um, when my daughter started, she was speech delayed, and she did have her teacher was concerned that she might have a learning disability. So when I had met the neighborhood homework house staff, it was a quick enrollment process, and so I feel like my daughter loves going to homework house. She doesn't like to do homework with me. She loves to do it at homework house. Um, she also can fully write 2 sentences by herself, and I feel like she's improved. Her teachers have told me that she's been doing very well and improving, and I feel like it is because due to homework house. There was other options like Think Together, but um, people have advised me that that might not help her like homework house does, and also the events and um, that they do every so often. It really brings us together as a family because we also meet other families, and we are getting to know everybody in the community. We've been here about maybe 4 years, and we like to get involved. I would really appreciate you if you can take the proposition into consideration, because I feel like as far as our family is concerned, it has helped um, my daughter and hopefully my son when he starts, because they do provide support, and they love being there. So thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Perez. We have Danae.
Good evening, everyone, board members, staff. My name is Danae Amaya. I'm a Director of Government Affairs for Athens Services, your friendly waste hauler here in the city of Azusa. I'm honored to be here today in support of Neighborhood Homework House to lease a portion of Center Middle School. So Neighborhood Homework House has been an incredible community partner to Athens Services. They actually help our youth and families provided with recycling education that is actually mandated through the state. So they do a wonderful job on that front, but also, as we know, they provide incredible opportunities and resources for our students at Azusa Unified School District. I actually had the opportunity to tour the facility for Neighborhood Homework House about a month ago, and they are definitely in need of a new location. And considering that Center Middle School is an option, they love to be able to pursue that. The services that NHH have an immense impact on the students here at Azusa Unified School District, and we hope you support this effort and location. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Danae. We have Ms. Jennifer Bryant.
Good evening, Board President Arianes, board members, Superintendent Ortega, and Cabinet. I'm Jennifer Enoch Bryant and have worked in Azusa Unified School District in the past in the district office at the director level. Am a resident of Azusa and served on the board of Neighborhood Homework House. And obviously, I'm here to comment on the proposal before you to consider leasing a portion of Center Middle School to Homework House, which I believe is a very good idea for both entities. I want to share 3 thoughts I have with you as you consider this in your closed session tonight. First, in leasing Center, a portion of that site to Homework House, It will provide an opportunity for Homework House and AUSD to really deepen their partnership and really enhance the services and the outcomes for families and students in Azusa. We did a strategic planning process at Homework House, and our data showed that some of the barriers for families in Azusa in participating with the programming at Homework House was around the location, the proximate location, and it's not center to Azusa. And center middle school property is center to the district and to the community and will allow students from across all school sites to participate, hopefully more fully. Additionally, even if we had more students coming into our current location, it is just not big enough and won't sustain the growth in programming and the growth in the number of pupils being served that we would have hoped for in our next 5 years. Secondly, as I drive around Azusa, I see signs that say community with the unity emphasized. And I know that's part of your community schools rollout. And the community schools framework explicitly talks about partnerships with organizations in your communities that help families and students and provide services and positive outcomes for all families and students in the district. And that's what Neighborhood Homework House does. And so in allowing this partnership to grow and broaden, you'll be also growing and enhancing your community schools implementation. Finally, Homework House is a known entity. When I worked in the district, Jen Hicks and her staff partnered with us, with Azusa Unified, on initiatives that we were doing, taking time and effort and energy to work with us to improve things for students and grow our outcomes. And likewise, Norma and I would go and do professional learning for her staff to help keep them updated on educational programming and strategies that they can use with students. And so in considering a lease to Homework House, you know who you're getting, we know who we're working with, and we know that we have these shared values, this shared mission of serving this Azusa community. So thank you, and I hope that, that you consider in the positive these 3 points as you discuss and vote tonight.
Thank you, Ms. Jennifer. We have Elisa Reese. She's online. Okay. Miss Elisa Reese, can you hear us?
Hello, yes, can you hear me?
Yes, we can go ahead and start your time as soon as you are ready.
Okay, perfect. Good afternoon, members of the board. My name's Elisa, and I'm an alumni of Neighborhood Homework House. I was a part of the program starting in like 3rd grade and up until I graduated high school. I'm now a college student at UC Riverside, majoring in business administration, and I can confidently say that Homework House has played a really big role in helping me get here. Homework House was more than just a place to do homework. At least for me, it was a safe, welcoming space where I felt supported academically, emotionally, and personally. The mentors and staff believed in me, encouraged me to stay focused in school, and helped me build skills I would need in college. Without Homework House, I don't think I would have felt as like supported or guided through my education. The encouragement and one-on-one help students receive truly makes a big difference. Homework House is one of the programs that truly makes Azusa special. It reflects the heart of this community, like, you know, people coming together to lift one another up, and they invest a lot in the future of local students, which I think is pretty important. I strongly support the proposal to rent space at Center Middle School. Homework House continues to serve students and families who truly need these services, and having a stable and affordable location will allow them to continue to do so. This move also aligns with AUSD's vision of turning Center into Community Resource Center. I think Homework House is already doing that work, and I think they would make a great anchor partner. Please consider the long-term impact that Homework House has had and will continue to have on Azusa students and families. Thank you for your consideration.
Behalf of Homework House, at this time, we're going to be moving on to our closed session meeting. You guys have a good evening. We'll see you next about 7 o'clock. We'll see you guys.
The meeting is open and the live stream is on.
Great, thank you. Good evening, Azusa community, students, parents, and staff. Welcome to the board meeting, to the Azusa Unified School District Education Meeting. The following are guidelines for public comment, then item 7.1 on the agenda. If you wish to participate in public comment, please make sure that you guys have the blue cards with Hope here, our secretary. Now, moving on to item 4.1, we have the Pledge of Allegiance, and we have Lee Elementary School here representing us. If you would please, Miss Diana Rojas, our principal, please come up to the podium.
Thank you. Good evening, Board President Ariana's board members, cabinet, and community. My name is Diana Rojas, and I am the proud principal of our Lee Lions. At Lee Elementary School, we are committed to creating a supportive school environment through academic support, mental health resources, and community building practices. One of our programs is Win Time, What I Need, a school-wide intervention and enrichment initiative that ensures every student receives targeted small group instruction based on their needs. Win Time provides a dedicated space for students to grow. Understanding the connection between emotional well-being and academic success, Lee Elementary prioritizes mental health support. Our school social worker is dedicated to supporting students and their families. Along with our community schools team, they lead opportunities that promote student belonging, such as Lunch Bunch and a variety of family events. Lee also holds group counseling and parent book clubs to foster strong school-family partnerships. These initiatives are designed to support students' social and emotional development while also engaging caregivers in meaningful conversations about parenting and child development. Through our positive behavior interventions and supports PBIS framework, we actively promote strong attendance, a positive school climate, and restorative practices. These strategies help us create a respectful, inclusive environment where students feel safe, seen, and supported. Every Friday morning, the entire school community comes together for assemblies that celebrate our collective successes. These assemblies spotlight star students from each class, recognize the class with the best attendance for the week, and award monthly attendance brag tags, reinforcing our values of responsibility and perseverance. In our early grades, we are proud to implement SEAL, Sobrato Early Academic Language, in kindergarten through second grade. SEAL equips our staff with research-based strategies to help dual language and multilingual learners succeed. SEAL sets a foundation for student success. At Lee Elementary, every program and practice is guided by our mission to prepare students to be critical thinkers, effective communicators, and respectful citizens. All students are capable of achieving success and becoming independent learners in an environment where everyone is responsible, owns their actions, always safe, and respectful. I would now like to introduce fifth grader Joseph Nolan, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance tonight.
Please stand. Put your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hello, Joseph. Hi, what grade are you in?
Fifth.
Fifth grade. Have you attended Lee your entire education career?
Yes.
Yes. And how's Lee treating you?
They're good.
Good. Are you involved in school?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Do you play sports?
Yes, I do play it.
What sports do you play?
At recess, I like to play like basketball or soccer with my friends, but like out of school, I play baseball.
All right. You're pretty involved then. Well, thank you so much for coming and helping us and leading us with the flag salute today. Thank you, Joseph.
You're welcome.
Oh.
Um,
I'll tell him. He made the all-star team on Saturday
Oh,
for his league.
Congratulations.
thank you.
Congratulations to you and your team. We do. Joseph, I would like to, we as the Board of Education would like to recognize you and present you with a certificate for leading our Pledge of Allegiance today. If you can please come up to the front to get it, and board colleagues, would you please come up to the meeting? Family, would you like to join us? Moving on to item 5.0, report action of closed session matters. At this point, there's nothing to report. Moving on to item 6.1, recognition of the 2025-2026 Azusa Unified School District Budget Book Cover winner, Desiree Nieto. Ms. Jamal, I turn it over to you.
Good evening. For the last 5 years, Business Service has partnered with the first 2 years with Mr. Haig, and now we partner with Ed Services to display our students' art for our budget book cover. It started off as a competition with Mr. Haig, and then we partnered with Ed Services with their initiative of gratitude. And this year, we're happy to announce Dehere, if I'm saying that correctly, and I apologize if I'm not. Are you present? Is she present today? Oh. Well, I'm going to display her art. And so her art will be on our district budget book cover, and it's displayed here, and it's beautiful. And this will be the cover of our adopted budget, first interim as well as second interim. So we appreciate all those that participate, and we will provide her with her certificate in the coming weeks. So we want to thank her. Thank you.
If the family's watching us today, we do have, like you said, a certificate for Ms. Desiree Nieto, and we'll go ahead and have it here at the district with Ms. Jamal. If you would like to, or are we going to give it to the principal? Ms. Jamal? Okay, Ms. Jamal will take care of it. Thank you. All right. Moving on to item 6.2, recognition of Azusa High School student Emmanuel Cerrato for receiving a Quest Bridge scholarship. Mr. Fernandez, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. Good evening, Board President, Board members, Cabinet, and attendees. I would like to invite Emmanuel come to the podium, please, with me. Just a few things to share about him. He is one of the last of our cohort from the IB program that existed at Azusa High School, and another fine example of what the IB program was able to do in its existence at Azusa High School, which is to produce a high caliber of student that really is committed to making the world a better place. He was highly involved in our student union, really active in trying to make newcomers feel welcome and other people feel welcome at the high school. Is a great role model for others to follow, other Aztecs and gladiators to follow. And he's the third Quest Bridge scholarship winner from the Cerrato family. So he is a unique treasure. So we all have something to learn from his mom if you have kids who are going to go to college one day. So if Mr. Cerrato could say a little bit about his time.
I would just like to say that throughout all 4 years of high school, it has been a very growing experience. Being in freshman year, having two siblings that have gotten the scholarship before, it was a lot of pressure. And freshman year, it was just me being dedicated. Like, I want the scholarship. Like, I'm gonna get it. And then senior year hit. I'm like about to get my results. 2 week wait, longest 2 weeks of my entire life. But those 2 weeks, I grew a lot as a person and learned that the work that I have done freshman, sophomore, junior year, and even like the summer before senior year, that I was enough, and that no matter if I got the scholarship or not, and this goes to anybody who's waiting for any results anywhere, that if you knew that you did the work and you knew that you did your best, then you are good enough for anything. And so even if I got the scholarship or not, thanks to those 2 weeks of me reflecting on my past, I was able to be okay with or without the scholarship. But of course, I didn't get the scholarship. And for reference, I'm going to Duke University. So.
Well, we applaud you because, as you said, you were determined to get the scholarship and you worked really hard for its dedication. And we applaud you for that. At this point, we would love for you to continue sharing with us when you leave, to come back and share with our education assistant superintendent how your journey continues after being with us here in Azusa. At this time, I would like to congratulate you with a certificate and recognition, Emmanuel Serrato, for receiving your full ride Questbridge Scholarship to Duke University, recognizing his outstanding achievements and involvement on campus today, May 13th, 2025. But I would also like to recognize Ms. Serrato. Muchas gracias por prestarnos sus hijos, los tres que han dedicado su tiempo para que puedan agarrar este scholarship, I don't know how to say scholarship, esta beca que nos ponen en el mapa como Azusa Unified School District. Muchas gracias, Mama. And congratulations, Emmanuel. I would like to invite you up for
Can I have something to say, please?
Sorry, yes.
I also wanted to say, he's really involved in education, but he's also in the Interact student, and he volunteers his time in the weekend when we were cleaning properties or painting, and he was also in the four-way speech, right? You didn't say all that. So we're going to miss him because I see him everywhere. Congratulations, mijo. Well deserved.
Any other colleagues would like to say anything? Okay, Benavides and then Ramos.
Manuel, congratulations for sharing this opportunity with us because you deserve it. I think that I love the story you shared about whether you get the scholarship at the end of the day or not. What a great message that sends to the community, because it just speaks about your worth and what you feel. And you're right, you're worthy of it, right? With or without the scholarship. And I really am grateful for you sharing that story with us. But it also shows the dedication of your hard work and your commitment, right? Your mindset, which is so important. And kids nowadays have to understand how we have to learn to train our mindset, right? And you're a perfect example. Congratulations and on all your accomplishments. And felicidades a la mamá, ¿verdad? Se debe sentir muy orgullosa. Felicidades.
Yes, I would like to echo my colleagues and Emmanuel, congratulations again. And as Vice President Benavides mentioned, your few words that you had there were very encouraging. And the fact that when you came into this journey in high school, you were already through your hard work, look at the results, right? But most of ready to, whether or not you had got the scholarship. And I think that was very encouraging, very inspiring. Tu mamá también, felicidades. No nomás por él, pero aparentemente también tiene otros dos hijos que también han recibido estas becas. Entonces, el trabajo también es reconocido, ¿verdad? Porque sin una mamá así, no lograr esto. Así es de gracias no más a su hijo, pero a la comunidad como madre. Gracias.
Colleagues, can you guys please join me and will you please come to the center? Mamá, por favor, puede venir con nosotros. Moving on to item 6.3, recognition of Azusa High academic decathlon medalist. Mr. Fernandez.
Yes, our academic decathlon team had kind of been on hiatus for maybe a decade or two at Azusa High and in Gladstone, but this was the first year we were able to re-implement the academic decathlon thanks to the hard work of Vicki Davis and a lot of her colleagues were just putting the extra support towards our students. Tonight we have Joshua Javier who got 2 gold medals. Hold on, lots of award winners here. Lucas Jackson, who got 2 gold medals and 1 silver medal, and Jasmine Franco, who got 1 silver medal. Just the beginning. Our varsity squad was small. We saw what other teams can do, and next year we're going to be on the recruitment trip and get more kids involved in this great thing called Academic Decathlon in LA County, and we are looking forward to bigger and better things. But tonight, we'll take these celebrations for our young people that are set the path for us at Azusa High for this year and next year. So if I can get these 3 students to come up, please. I'll say anything about your time in academic decathlon.
It was a really good time. It taught me very valuable lessons thanks to Ms. Davis and taught me never to give up.
I just learned, I got to meet a lot of people at the actual thing and learn about a bunch of different subjects I didn't know about.
Oh, okay. All I'm gonna say is thank you, Ms. Davis, for supporting us.
And I'd like to congratulate you students, Azusa High School Unified School District Certificate of Recognition, and proudly present to Joshua Javier for competing in the academic decathlon featuring speech, essays, interviews, and exam components, and earning 3 gold medals. Then I have Lucas, and Mr. Fernandez rained on my parade, but I'm going to read it anyways. Lucas won 2 gold medals and a silver medal. And Jasmine won earning a silver medal. So congratulations, students, because it's the first time that Azusa High School joined the academic decathlon. I went and I seen these students, and I went to high school at San Gabriel High School. That's where your kids were. Congratulations.
I want to say congratulations to all of you for your hard work and your training, right? It's an opportunity to learn. Like I think everyone experienced that, and I really appreciate that you acknowledge your teacher, your coach. So I think it's great that when we have students like yourself that really achieve things like you did and the gentleman before you, what a great opportunity, because literally we are getting all the time, we are getting text message from our superintendent, just all the accolades we receive on a day-to-day basis, whether it's athletic, art, theater, whatever it is. And just congratulations to you for all your hard work. Thank you again.
Yeah, again, congratulations and thank you for continuing to put our district on the map, along with the Manuel that was up there earlier. So thank you all for your hard work and your accomplishments.
I would just like to echo my colleagues, just to even, just to get to the first place, to the second, to the third, even just to show up. I can't even imagine. I would be like shaking, going up there and doing what you guys did. So kudos, kudos, kudos to all of you. Congratulations. If colleagues, if you guys would like to come to the middle, if you guys can please come to the middle. Awesome. We're moving on to item 6.4, and this is a recognition of Azusa High Skills USA Regional Competition medalists. Mr. Fernandez, take it
So
away.
these are some of our students who are part of our CTSO, our Student Leadership Organization, and Mr. Haig's graphic arts pathway. Kind of like our medical academy and kind of like our engineering, they do activities in the community. And part of Skills USA is competitions with other area high schools. I think it was in March where they went to Ontario and competed against a bunch of different high schools and different skills and competitions, just things that they would do in the industry. Um, like Mr. Haig says, it's a student-built, student-run. So, and echoing Mr. Haig's words, his kids are taking ownership over that pathway. And if you ever get a chance to visit Azusa High, to see the work that they do in that classroom on a daily basis is just the labor of love and the labor of our students. And thanks to the support of the district, all the investment they've done in that pathway, it's an amazing experience to walk into his room and see the work that these young people do on a daily basis. So hats off to the young people. I think we have two of them with us tonight. If I can have the two of you come up, please, from Mr. Haig's class. You guys want to talk about life and faith? Okay, so they're a little bit shy tonight.
So I want to say congratulations to all the students. Hanley Canales got a gold medal. Isabel Teles got a silver medal. Jesse Delgado is runner-up. Victor Salameron is the runner-up, and Julian Vasquez was a runner-up. I was just reading this and how, you look at, you kind of drove into digital marketing or digital printing and facilitation category of facilitation, facility management, and how important all those skills are, right? I mean, I wish I could say that I learned those skills when I was your age, right? Those skills, we weren't even being taught that in school. So, you've come a long way. Congratulations also to your teachers, your instructors, but most importantly to you for putting in the effort, the work, the dedication. You deserve it. And I want to read this certificate to all of this to the students. And it says, Azusa Unified School District Certificate of Recognition is proud to present all the students I read for winning a gold medalist and silver medal and runner-ups for graphic communication competition, demonstrating outstanding skills in digital printing and facility management and so forth. So congratulations to all the students. Keep up the hard work and you will grow and achieve from what you learned here at Azusa High School. Thank you. So if you could join me at the front and we can take a picture, colleagues. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes, if our colleagues, if we'd like to go ahead and start to my left.
Yes, once again, the party continues. Congratulations for all your hard work and your efforts, and again, representing our the high school and our district. Thank you.
And congratulations, students. I'm so proud of all of you students from Azusa High School. I mean, everyone must be walking around with an award of something. May it be sports, may it be music. And I think that you young men are moving on to the 21st century. That's why we didn't have it when we were in school. Because this is what's happening right now. The 21st century, you're going to get a great job. You're going to make some good money. Congratulations, students.
And again, echoing my colleagues, thank you guys for your hard work. Would you guys please join us in the front? Okay. All right, as we're moving along in our meeting today, right now we're going to go ahead and have recognition of the student board members from Azusa High. We have student Arlette Torres. Let's give her a round of applause. And Sierra High School student Adrian Herrera. But I would like Mr. Ortega to say a few words.
Thank you, Board President Arianes. I want to say what a pleasure it's been to partner with Arlette Torres and Adrian Herrera. Had an opportunity to spend some time with them at CSBA. They learned quite a bit at CSBA, and we had conversations after that conference. And I'm happy to announce that starting next year with our new student board members, there are things that we're going to be doing a little bit differently based on the feedback that we received from Ms. Torres and Mr. Herrera. So I appreciate that advocacy. I appreciate the brainstorming and the ideas because it's just going to make the next student board members, their experience much better. And so just want to share. They come at every board meeting, sometimes stay late. And so just want to, again, share my appreciation and my congratulations for them serving with us as student board members.
Board members, anybody would like to start on the left?
Yeah, just again, congratulations, and it was a pleasure working with you, even though I was only here for half the year. And hopefully you also got a lot of value out of participating in this type of a board. And so congratulations and good luck on your next endeavors. Thank you.
And I want to congratulate you students, and also your input was very important. So we're happy to have you students here, and that's the purpose. So you let us know how you feel. You know, we make policies, but we like to hear your input also, and we do appreciate your time being here. So hopefully you'll be sitting here as the next board member somewhere here.
Great. Board Member Benavides?
Yes, I want to just say congratulations to Arlette and Adrian. I enjoyed our time at CSBA this past year and having you on serve as a student board member, and Adrian as well. I know he was online, right? He's online, but oh, is he here? Oh, he's there. Hi. So it was really nice sharing time together because I felt like we really got to know you as not just students, but as, like on a personal level, and your parents as well. So I really enjoyed that opportunity. But most importantly, it's what you learn, right, when you serve as a student board member. And it kind of gives you like a little opportunity, a window, and to see kind of what we do and see how your role fits in. So even if it's short term, it's going to take you places because it helps you build confidence. And I see that in both of you. And I think that that's going to go a long way. So thank you for being here as a student board member this year. I've really enjoyed you. Thank you. Congratulations.
Adrian, as you are out there and you are with us for half of the year, thank you for your presence. And then the presence online, and Arlette, same thing. Thank you. I hope that you guys have been able to see in action how policy works and how a district works collaboratively together and how we come together for our community. Decisions are being made at every board meeting that impact our community, our students, and our staff. And I hope that you guys take this time to put it on your resume because it will look really good for you guys. And hey, if you guys want a seat on the board, come back and apply what you guys have learned and give back to your community. And we wish you guys the best in your new endeavors. Yes, Board Member Rodriguez Peña.
I just want to add, and I want to thank you students for your monthly updates regarding your schools and what's going on in your announcements. You both are doing a great job on bringing this in. Thank you.
So at this time, we have certificates for both. And since you guys served one semester, I would like to go ahead and do one certificate with your family, if that's okay, and one certificate with your family. Is your family here? No. Okay. Or would you guys like to do it together? Together. Okay, you guys want to do it together. So Arlette and Adrian, please come to the front and we'll go ahead and take your pictures. I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoy just when the board recognizes our students and their efforts and what they do in their time to become who they have become and to receive these awards. So thank you all. At this time, we're going to be moving on to the rest for the rest of our agenda. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, sorry. Moving on to 6.6, recognition of Valleydale Elementary School teachers Diana Denise and Darren Dyer. Ms. Jamal, we'll turn it over to you.
Thank you, Board President. So earlier this year, after receiving approval from the Board of Education and in partnership with our union partners, the district made the bold decision of incorporating rolling out Strategics, which is our wearable badges that all of our staff members wear. 3 clicks allows us to say, hey, I need help for any reason, but a rapid click would initiate an instant lockdown that also alerts district office staff, all site administration, alarms go off on your facility, as well as the local police department. And with that, we wanted to congratulate Miss Dennis and Miss Dyer, who saw something and did something. And that's what we want with all of our staff members. So they noticed off campus individuals walking along the campus would look like they were brandishing a gun. They instituted a lockdown. Campus went on full lockdown. Site administration deployed, as well as district office staff and Azusa PD, as well as Blackwater. Were able to apprehend the suspect. Luckily and thankfully, it was not a real firearm, but it was a toy fake gun. And so through their act of heroism, I can't even say the word. Thank you, team. Appreciate it. Tongue tie. But we just wanted to acknowledge them and thank them. And the badges are actually doing the job they're supposed to do. So we wanted to acknowledge and thank them. I don't believe they're here tonight, but we just wanted to thank them. But Mr. Horacio is here. Thank you. Come on.
Good evening, everyone. I'm just want to say that I'm really proud of my teachers. I know that it was a difficult situation, a tense situation. The adrenaline kicked in, but these are two amazing teachers who are always looking out, not just for their students, but for all of our Vikings. So if you're watching at home, just know that I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
And we do have a couple certificates for the teachers, which I'll read here. But before I read that, I want to just, again, recognize these two teachers for their courage to, as they saw something, to actually do something and activate the alert technology that we have. And then also, I think it's important for the entire community to recognize that the investments that the district is making, specifically in this regard with the technology, to have a safety feature that alerts that every employee or anybody on campus has the ability to access if they see something. And this proved to work very effectively. And as Ms. Latasha mentioned, fortunately, it was not a real firearm, but the process that occurred, I think, was very recognizable. So again, congratulations and thank you to those two teachers. And we have a couple of certificates. They read Azusa Unified School District Certificate of Recognition. It's proudly presented to Diana Dennis for her quick and decisive action on February 27, 2025, which ensured the safety of students and staff during a potential threat at Valleydale Elementary on this day, May 13th, 2025, signed by Superintendent Arturo Ortega and Board President Gabriela Arellanes. And the next one is Azusa Unified School District Certificate of Recognition is proudly presented to Doreen Dyer for her quick and decisive action on February 27th, 2025, which ensured the safety of students and staff during a potential threat at Valleydale Elementary on this day, May 13th, 2025, signed by Superintendent Arturo Ortega and Board President Gabriela Arellanes. Again, thank you for your courage and your effort in this.
Yes, I would like to echo my colleagues, and it sounds like I say that a lot, and I do. I think we're very, very proud of our teachers being able to see something, say something, whether you believe it's an actual emergency or not. If something seems like a threat, you have to speak up. And so, and we're grateful for the what Ms. Jamal said, that the little cards that they carry on their lanyard, they're able to go ahead and press 3 times to make sure that the district and the police department are there in a timely manner. I'm sorry. Yes, go ahead, Board Member Benavides.
Yeah, I just wanted to say congratulations to both those teachers and Principal Horacio and the Azusa team here in putting this together. I remember when we were learning about Centegic, I was thinking to myself, how does it work? It was, I just felt like it was a little overwhelming. And to think that we used it already, unfortunately, it wasn't something that, you know, took us in a bad direction, but the ability to be able to use the latest technology, and kudos to the staff, right, that looked into what other districts are using, and the board too, because we want to make sure that we look at the safety of our students and our schools and our staff and our teachers, everyone here at the district. So I really just want to, say a shout out to our staff and the teachers, because the teachers are kind of like the frontline workers out there, and they have to be the eyes and ears of the district. So I really appreciate that this is a new technology that everyone carries it around. We have one too. And just know that we are always looking out for our student safety first, because we need to ensure that you are safe and that you feel safe. So that's important to us. And congratulations to the teachers again. Thank you.
Mayor Rodriguez Peña.
Yes, I want to congratulate the two teachers for their bravery. It's important, when you think something is wrong, it's wrong. I think this is what we're trying to teach our students. You see something, say something. And this is a great example that our staff, we are here to set examples to the students. And I want to congratulate those teachers again for their bravery. And thank God that it was a replica or a fake or whatever. Bottom line is they got caught. That's where it ended up right there. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, colleagues, for this. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the rest of our items, starting with 7.1, public comment on agenda and non-agenda items. Hope, do we have any blue cards from our participants here? Okay. And Lika too, if we can add the ones on Zoom. You guys are excused to go if you guys don't want to stay for the rest of the board meeting. The awards ceremony. The awards ceremony is now concluded. Okay, we have two. Great, great. First on our list here, we have Mr. Mark Gonzalez.
Where's the clock?
Right on.
Okay. Good evening. I appreciate your time. I approached the board back in 2023 about this, about trying to get the policy change on naming a field after a coach who was still here but was not doing well, rather than the policy of waiting until they pass so they can enjoy that with their families. Unfortunately, that coach recently just passed. So I'm trying to get just get his name put on I know it can't be acted on tonight, but I'd appreciate your time just to listen. Tony Barbone passed away. He taught in the district for almost 10 years. I know you named a field after Coach Rich Remkus, and I'm not trying to take anything away from Coach Remkus. But Mr. Barbone coached, taught. He moved on to Citrus and Azusa Pacific. But he taught his players. He was the first coach at Azusa High to win a CIF championship for the 27 years of the history of the school before that ever happened again. He also made his players a requirement to do community service. That was a requirement of all his baseball players. He also worked at the St. Francis Food Bank. In the summertime, he coached in the youth leagues of the community with no stipend. He offered volunteer coaching clinics to the players and coaches of the Little Leagues and Pony Leagues. He coached in the Pony program, the Colt program, the Palomino program. He gave back a lot to our community, and I just think, I know where things have changed. There's no more Gladstone. It's all Azusa High School, but we still want to remember the rich history of Azusa High, and I just think he deserves to be acknowledged with that field being named after him. I was asked, well, who would do the work of getting the fundraising for a plaque, for a banner, I would do all that work for you. I'm retired from the city. I have a lot of time to do. My wife asked me, why is this so important to me? Because it's the right thing. To me, it's the right thing to do. And I'll do all the legwork for you all. So that's all I'm asking is just to take the time, and even if you put it to a vote and it doesn't go my way, we can still all be friends at the end of the day. It's not personal, but it's just very important to me that we acknowledge this man uh, and acknowledge his family and all the things he did in the community. He had players who went to APU with him who delved into being teachers, and he sent them to your district to do their student teaching. 10 of his players became teachers for you, and 3 of them came out of 2 out of Gladstone, 1 out of Azusa High, and they became teachers for you. So he kept giving back to Azusa and to Azusa Unified, and it was always in his heart. So that's all I'm asking. I appreciate your time. My 36 plus years with the city, being the recreation superintendent, I'll do all the fundraising for you. I ran a successful golf tournament for 20 years, which made anywhere between $15,000 to $20,000 a year. I ran a gym ad campaign that made anywhere between 12 to 15,000. So I'm not afraid to knock on doors and beat the bushes to fundraise. And down the road, if you ever want to put a scoreboard in on that ball field, I'd be willing to do that for you as well. So, because the kids deserve that.
Thank you, Mr. Mark Gonzalez. We have our next speaker, Jordan Esqueda.
Good evening, esteemed board. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jordan Esqueda. I'm the recreation supervisor with the city of Azusa. And I'm here today on behalf of the city of Azusa and the Community Resources Department to thank you guys for all your support in this last year and partnering with us. Because of that partnership, we were able to serve 150 AUSD students this last summer at our day camp, as well as helping provide access to the pool for 300 students who were able to use the facilities for recreational swim and swim lessons. We're just grateful for the way that we've been able to expand our capacity to serve AUSD students with this partnership between the city and the school district, and we look forward to seeing all we have yet to do together. I feel like it's really a strong foundation that we've built, and we see all the things that the strong youth of this community are doing currently, and so the earlier we can get to them, and many great adults and great support systems that we can put around them, the more likely they are to succeed. So thank you guys for your partnership, and we appreciate it.
All right, do we have any more cards? Lika, is there anybody on Zoom?
We have no hands raised on Zoom.
Okay, moving on to item 8.1, comments, reports, and requests by the Board of Education. I'll go ahead and start here to my left.
I just want to again recognize and congratulate everybody that got recognition awards this evening, particularly our students. As we was getting ready to wind down the school year, I know there's going to be a lot more recognition and awards as students finish up, 8th grade and move on to high school, and then our high school students, right? But what a great way to start the end of the year, right, as we approach it, and then recognizing all these people, right, and also including the 2 teachers. As someone mentioned, I'm sure all the kids at Azusa High, it seems like each one of them is walking around with some type of recognition or award, and that's great to see. We like to continue to see all that, throughout the year. So congratulations, everyone. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Also, I'd like to congratulate all the award winners today and their principals, and they're smiling. Those are his kids. And I'm so proud of all of them, really. So I just wanted to report that I went to Longfellow, the preschool, and Murray Elementary, the kindergartens, they did the raspa for Cinco de Mayo. Remember doing the raspa? I remember my kids doing the raspa. So cute. And also the secretary, the secretary Geta, she did a few folklorico. I believe she's a folklorico dance team. And they did a nice job. I think it's always great that we celebrate every culture and holiday with dance, music, and food to educate our students. about other cultures and what they eat and what music they listen to. I think it's very important. So I did go to Murray and Longfellow. I went to Murray Elementary School also, where students with good attendance incentives were to go and see. It's called the traveling type. It's a was chocolate chip sea starfish, horseshoe crabs, a hermit crab, a bamboo cat shark. And I picked that up, it moved. So I'm like, ah. So I was, picking up the stars. The kids are really, I think it's beautiful because some of the kids don't have the opportunity to go and see the starfish and see um, all these great things. They also had dry uh, sea animals on the other side. The kids took turns and they switched off. But I've never seen that before, and I thought that was so cute, and that's a beautiful incentive. I also see Gladstone Middle School had an incentive for perfect attendance, so we need to do more of that. We need to have more incentives for our students. It is bringing our kids to school. In education, you need to be in school. I did go to Azusa High School East, the secondary students art exhibit. Also, a wall was dedicated to Angelina Gonzalez that passed away. And with her whole wall, all her painting, she was such a beautiful artist. The middle school and the high school also did a beautiful job with portraits, paintings, ceramic dishes. And I want to thank all the art teachers for being there and them putting it up. It looks beautiful. I didn't even know they had that room, but it was really nice. Paramount Elementary, after school science fair. Mr. Ramirez, fourth grade teacher, her class conducted 6 different experiments to test different forces with gravity, friction, and air resistance. So they would throw a ball down and say, like, the golf ball, which one you think's gonna go faster? So we voted and one beat the other one, and the reason mainly is because it's bigger or it's heavier or the feel of the material. Again, these are the things that the students are learning in their science. Dalton Elementary this morning, full house of parents, fourth grade students, general music performance. All the kids did a great job, and I enjoy hearing the children sing, and it made my day. Such as 8:45 in the morning, you walk out of there with a smile. You can't help it. The and I also visited several schools and seen the cafeteria, the multi-purpose room tables with beautiful artwork, with the graphic of photos, very colorful, with their mascot and their school colors. What spirit that we're bringing to the schools. I would want to go in the cafeteria just to see those beautiful tables, you know, and I know we serve delicious food too. So I want to thank the MOT for delivering the tables to the school sites, and also Assistant Superintendent of Business Services, Latasha Jamal, making it happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Board Member Rodriguez Peña. We have Board Member Benavides.
Yeah, I want to just take this opportunity to congratulate all the students that got recognized here tonight for their dedication and hard work. I really think it's well deserved because they put in the effort, right? So congratulations to them. And then I also wanted to just give a little bit of a update on Golden Days Committee. This year I was fortunate to serve on the Golden Days Committee, or serving on the Golden Days Committee. So I really want to take this moment to encourage parents, students, and our school principals to make every effort to get involved in this year's Golden Day Parade. Why is it important for school and parents and the community to get involved? I think we kind of get lost in it's a parade, it's, but what does it really mean, right? So one of the things that, I just looked up and researched some information with respect to what do parades do for communities and schools and, students and principals. It encourages and builds community relations and school spirit. It demonstrates a school's commitment to the community and helps schools and students build a connection with our local residents. It's an opportunity to highlight a school's accomplishments and artistic talents, thereby building a sense of pride. We have a lot of that here in Azusa. We heard a lot of it tonight. Why not? Principals, let's motivate our students, let's motivate our teachers, let's get involved this year, right? And principals can work to establish a student lead group to build a decorative, float, which includes, like, you can incorporate maybe your student clubs, get them involved, groups, the bands. Mr. Fernandez, you have a great band, so does Gladstone. But, and it helps principals connect with the local residents and families. It emphasizes the principal support to the community where they work. So I really, really want to take this opportunity to encourage our school principals, our staff, our students, our community residents. And Golden Days Parade this year begins on October 10th through the 19th, with the parade taking place on Saturday, October 18th. Last year, there was only 2 schools that participated. I hope we don't have 2 schools this year. I hope we have all schools this year. So that's just a word of encouragement from one board member here, and I'm sure my colleagues feel the same. And I also want to, moving on a different subject, a community member, Mr. Mark Gonzalez, he's a former city employee, 20 plus years, as we heard here tonight. He approached me about renaming the baseball field at Azusa School, at Azusa High School. I think it's a great idea. I believe it's something the board should consider. I'm grateful and appreciate that Mr. Gonzalez is here tonight, sharing the accomplishments and contributions that Mr. Barbone made to the community. And it's great to know that there are individuals like Mr. Gonzalez who take the time to be a voice for those that are no longer with us, right? Because that speaks volumes. Because that gentleman left a legacy, as I'm sure there are many others. So I really want to encourage our board president. I just wanted to point out that according to
I'm going to stop you right there. I'm sorry. We don't speak on what speakers actually speak on. That we don't respond back. I just want to make it clear that we have this conversation not in front of the public. If we are going to have some type of discussion, that we can go ahead and speak about it later.
Mr. Ortega.
I would need clarity if the response is to the public comment or if this is a board member request.
Right. So we have a public comment, but you're stating what he just said. So it directly reflects that.
Well, I'm encouraging that we consider as a board.
You said request.
Well, I'm asking, right, Mr. Ortega, we talked about this. So we have a board policy, and I just want the board to consider naming the facility or take into consideration naming the facility that we're hearing here tonight. And we're not making a decision or a vote on it this evening. It's just something that would be good for the community. We've done it in the past. We did it for Gladstone Baseball Field in 2001. We named the baseball field Coach Rich Remix Field. And of the Azusa High School Theater in 2014, we named that David H. Lewis Theater for the Performing Arts Center. So we're not taking a board action item. We're just I'm just proposing that we consider looking at our board policy 7310 and taking a look at that and maybe considering renaming the baseball field, whether it's one community member or another community member.
Just want to remind you that when you make your comments, you're making comments towards, or you are, but I just want to remind you again.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's, I would encourage the board to take that opportunity to
I believe, if I can intervene here, I think what you're asking is that we should put it in discussion, in a further discussion, not here.
Right.
Discussion.
Okay, then.
That you're asking that we can discuss.
Right,
it
agendize
further,
it for
agendize it
future.
in a closed session manner or
Right.
somehow, but not here and up in public for everyone.
I never said we should take
I'm just saying.
an action on the item. I'm
but it
encouraging
sounded
that.
like that.
No, I'm encouraging that we put it on, agendize the item
That's all
for
you're saying.
future discussion.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good.
Or President, I think you would just seek consensus if that's a consensus that we bring this forward as a.
We can discuss it in closed
It should be a
session.
discussion here.
Yeah, we can discuss it during closed session. Thank you. We'll go back to closed session. Thank you. Okay, I'm here to report that I was able to go ahead and speak on Capitol Hill on um, regarding budget cuts to our education. The consideration of budget cuts to education. I was able to speak on special education. I was able to speak on housing in urban areas, which doesn't affect us here, but it does affect our Northern California school districts. I was able to speak on budgets for nutrition services. I was also able to speak on the much needed funding that education here in California compared to other states does not receive the amount of money that we get per school, per student. And so I want to tell you guys there was 400 school board members from California that reported in Washington, D.C. to be able, we took the time from our jobs to be able to advocate for your children, for our school districts. So I do want to let you guys know it was very successful to be able to learn, to be able to see the data nationally and here in California and locally here in our school district and San Gabriel Valley as well. And we have our representative is Gil Cisneros, and we were able to meet with him in his office, and he was very receptive and would like a follow-up as well. So he would like to go ahead and continue advocating for education. I was able to go ahead and go to the band performance from our elementary, our middle school, and our Azusa High Jazz Band. It was a very successful event, well attended. We had what happened was, so my daughter's in band and she was supposed to go to the second performance, and she showed up early, and the music teacher, Mrs. Oh my goodness, Marchetta, she just did this to her. So she ran up there and she just sat down and started performing with Hodge and other schools that weren't with her. And so she performed twice yesterday. And I have a son who's at the Center Middle School who also performed twice yesterday. And I had the grand pleasure in being able to be there. And I'm very proud of our band. Um, Gateway pathway, what do we call it? That it starts at elementary in fifth grade, and then it goes to middle school, and then it goes to our high school. And our jazz band at the high school level, somebody was like, hey, can I contract them for our weekend party? They're that good. So I want to congratulate all of our music teachers for an exceptional job, and everybody that was there. Thank you, Ms. Norma Camacho. She was there, and it was my goodness, who else was there from the Director Garcia Medina was there, and all the staff that was there as well. And parents, thank you. Thank you for allowing your children to be in our programs, to shine bright. So thank you guys so much. Moving on to item 9.1, comments and reports by student board members, superintendent, and cabinet.
Thank you. Thank you, Board President. I'd like to call up Student Board Member Mr. Adrian Herrera to the podium to provide his final report of the year.
Good evening, board members, Superintendent Ortega, and Cabinet. As I deliver my final report as a student board member, I can't help but reflect on what an incredible journey this year has been. Senior year has truly been the sum of all challenges we've faced, the growth and the milestones we've celebrated. Through every hurdle, every proud moment, and every opportunity, one thing has remained constant: the unwavering support of my family, Sierra High School, and the Azusa Unified School District. I want to express my deepest gratitude to our teachers, coaches, counselor, and principal for continuously investing in us, not just as students, but as individuals with dreams and potential, whether it was through our AP programs, dual enrollment opportunities, sports program, post-secondary trips, or everyday encouragement. You help shape us into who we are today and who we will become in the future. Being a student board member has been an incredible honor. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to represent my peers and for allowing our student voice to be heard at this level. It's an experience I will carry with me far beyond high school. I am very grateful for everyone, especially Ms. Peterson, my principal, Mr. Lambright, my AP government teacher, who supported me in this journey and encouraged me to push myself out of my comfort zone. Before I close, I'd like to share that Sierra will be hosting a Red Cross blood drive this week on Thursday, May 15th. Each pint donated not only has the power to save lives, but also contributes to student scholarships awarded at the end of the year. It's a meaningful way to give back and support our community and Sierra seniors and soon to be graduates. As we look forward to closing out the year with events like Senior Sunset, Prom, Grad Night, Senior Social, and of course graduation, I know these memories, the people, these moments will stay with us. Sierra High and Azusa Unified has not only prepared us academically, but has also given us lasting connections and unforgettable experiences. I am proud to soon be a Sierra High School graduate and have had the opportunity to serve as a student board member for the Azusa Unified School District. Thank you for allowing me to join you tonight as a Sierra student board member for the last time. Be safe and good night.
That was so touching. Beautiful.
And now I would like to turn it over to Miss Arlette Torres to provide her last update as the Azusa High School Student Board Member.
Oh, hello, Azusa Unified School Board, Cabinet, and Community. Azusa High would like to invite the community to the AHS Documentary Film Festival on May 22nd at 5 p.m. at the Foothill Cinema. Tickets are available online currently. We would love everyone to come out and see the amazing work that our students have done in our new journalism class. On top of that, Azusa High's art department invites everyone to the new gallery space on East Campus on May 15th, May 22nd, and May 29th from 3:45 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. We'd love the community to come out and support our artists. Our Azusa High music program will hold a spring concert on May 26th, May 29th at 6:30 p.m. in the gym. Also, our badminton lost their first round CIF match against Wilson High School on Friday, but they did such an amazing job. Last Saturday, track and field had a CIF competition, and soon baseball will find out its playoff schedule. Coming up is our prom, and the theme is Twilight and New Moon on May 17th at 7 p.m. in Soka University. Azusa High would like to thank our parents, myself, and our community partners working with community schools to do a combined denim day and student wellness fair on April 30th. It was very fun getting to see such a positive and huge amount of student engagement that day. It was a well organized event, and our parents did a really good job at running the event with community schools. Aziz Had would also like to thank the LA County Wellbeing Center and our peer health advocates and Power 106 for an amazing mental health fair on May 2nd after our rally. It was a really positive way to end the week. Finally, Mr. Fernandez would like to thank me for my tenacity and drive to elevate student leadership at Azusa High this year. I'd also like to thank everyone that chose me to be this year's student board representative at Azusa and everyone that has been a part at building student advocacy at my school. As a former Gladstone High student, transferring to Azusa High was scary at first, but I have built everlasting friendships and have learned so much during these past 4 years. Now, confidently, I can say that the teachers I've had have shaped a positive outlook and path of life for me. Thank you.
I would like to join the parade of congratulating all of our students tonight. I'm just going to echo what I heard tonight and just what a powerful way to see student athletes, student artists, and students in academia, students in government, in voice, shine so bright for Azusa. It's one thing to be local, it's another thing to be county. It's another thing to be state. It's another thing to be national. And so the fact that Azusa students are reaching those levels is a testament to the vision of the Board of Education and what has been happening in our district. I also want to give heartfelt thanks to the Azusa Leaders for Learning Foundation that hosted a fundraiser bingo. We raised quite a bit of money, and all of that money comes back here um, via scholarships, via grants, via field trips, via supplies, so many things that the foundation does for our district. So just want to show my gratitude. It's a lot of work. It's all 100% volunteer. I just want to thank them for that. And then just lastly, I want to thank the city of Azusa for continuing to partner with the district on graduation signs for all of our seniors. So soon we'll be passing out graduation signs to all of our seniors. The city of Azusa goes half and half on that effort, and so just want to share my appreciation of their continued support in that endeavor.
Good evening. I would also like to continue to echo the round of congratulations to all of those who were recognized this evening on, all of the amazing work and accomplishments. I also had the opportunity to attend the student juried art show, which was an opportunity to showcase the new gallery space. So it's exciting to have a space to highlight student work, faculty work, and share the wonderful work that's happening in our schools with the greater community. Also want to congratulate our mariachi students. They had their concert last week. The mariachi program continues to grow and grow and grow every year, which is wonderful. And they had an amazing show from the beginning group to the advanced group. And last night, rounded out that music experience with our elementary band concert. And it was the first time that we highlighted our elementary violin program. So we have about 50 students who are now starting with the violin. So in addition to the traditional instruments that we've highlighted in elementary, we have added strings. So again, want to just highlight the work of all of the teachers and our Director of Educational Services, Adriana Garcia Medina, who does so much to support our visual and performing arts program, and all of our staff.
Good evening. I too would like to continue on the train of congratulating all those that was recognized, and just remind us all to be recognized means you put in the work and the dedication and commitment. And just want to use Miss Arlette as an example here, because I would always ask her like, "Oh, what you doing? Are you ready?" She's like, "Oh, I'm ready." And then she's like, "Oh, so how was today?" "Oh, I just came back from the track meet." And then I'm like, "Oh, you just ran 100?" She's like, "No, I ran a 400." I'm like, "Oh, girl, what are you doing?" And then after the board meeting, I'll be like, "Oh, at least you can go home and get some rest." You're like, "Oh, no, I have a paper, or I have to study." So it just shows like it takes a lot. And I don't have that in me, but she does. And so I just want to congratulate all, and then also want to congratulate our nutrition services, because as we say, we continue to win. And nutrition services participated in a cook-off competition on Friday, where they did not win. I do believe they should have won, but they did cook a smoked brisket. I did not taste it, but I was told it was to die for. Superintendent Ortega ate enough for me. But I want to congratulate Stella and her team, because they represented Azusa Unified School District very well, and they did a great job.
And I'd like to also start off by echoing all the recognitions to all the students, teachers that were recognized today. And we all know that the only place that that success comes before work is in the dictionary. And I know that all these students have put in a lot of work for the recognition that they have. And behind those students have been our teachers and our support staff that really support all of our students. I also had a chance to attend the juried student art show at Azusa High School. What an amazing event that we have, and I just want to share that we are doing something really, really right when it comes to the performing arts and our art show, and also the space that we dedicate for our students and for our staff to display their artwork. It's, I mean, nothing short of what you'll find at a college or university. It really, really, truly is special, and I want to thank everyone who had a part in all of that. I also want to share that I led our fifth classified orientation of the year. It is it's an orientation that I really enjoy leading, welcoming our newest employees to Azusa Unified, and really sharing with them the wonderful work that we do here, and the career that they're really starting off as new employees. So truly is special. It's always followed by our partners at CSCA, who talk to them about the benefits of in the classified CSCA bargain unit. And then lastly, just want to also lift up our teachers and all our certificate staff. Last week was Certificated Week, and I do appreciate all the work that our sites put forward to really recognize our certificated staff. And then next week, we'll be recognizing our classified employees and really lifting up our classified employees for Classified Employee Appreciation Week. Thank you.
And I just had one thing I forgot.
Yes.
I wanted to show you the artwork. Look how beautiful. I made a copy of it that was up there. This is from Angelina Gonzalez. And then I took a picture of this one too. Isn't that beautiful, right? So colorful. This is what was posted up there in the art show. I bought it and I forgot to show you. Thank you.
They're really nice. Thank you for sharing. Yes, we're moving on to item 10.1, which is the approval of the consent agenda.
I make a motion to approve 10.2 through 10.22.
Can I please get a second?
Second the motion.
Discussion? Student board member preference?
Yes.
Great. Colleagues, please place your vote. And it passes 4 and 1 absent. Moving on to item 12.1, presentation of the Azusa Unified School District California State Preschool Program, CSPP. Ms. Lee, I will turn it over to you.
Good evening, Board President Arianes, board members, cabinet, and other members of the community. My name is Jenny Lee, and I'm the proud director of AUSD Early Childhood Education Programs. With me this evening are program manager Tiffany Carey, program supervisor Georgiana Taylor, and Longfellow's resource teacher Elisa Vargas Smith. The California Department of Education, or the CDE, requires that California State Preschool Program, or CSPP, contractors submit a program self-evaluation, or the PSE, at the end of fiscal years. Each part of this process requires sharing program information and update with the board. Before we delve deeper into CSPP, let's look at the variety of early education program AUSD now offers to family in Azusa and the surrounding cities. We offer full day and part day CSPP programs. Congratulations to Victor Hodge School. Hodge is now licensed for California State Preschool and will begin serving in August. Therefore, starting this August, we will offer CSPP at all AUSD elementary schools. In addition to CSPP, we offer Spanish dual immersion preschool and TK at Hodge and at Valleydale, Mandarin dual language immersion at TK at Dalton, special education preschool at Longfellow, and of course, we offer TK at all of our elementary schools. Unlike other ECE programs, CSPP must follow Title V and Title 22 regulation specific to preschool. When conducting the program self-evaluation, we use data from children's assessment, the DRDP, parent survey, and other program self-assessment data. The PSE ensures that we meet program quality as outlined by Title V. CSPP classes are conducted in a licensed classroom. The California Department of Social Services oversees licensing and reviews. AUSD has successfully met licensing and Title 22 compliance requirement each and every time we were reviewed. Our last review was at Magnolia last month. On March 11th, the LA County Board of Supervisors issued a proclamation commanding all enrolled early learning providers, including AUSD, for voluntary participation and commitment to providing high-quality early learning services to children and families. At this event, AUSD received the honorary award and was recognized for a decade of excellence in quality improvement and for our participation in Quality Start Los Angeles, or QSLA. QSLA is led by a consortium of 6 early learning agencies that includes the Los Angeles County Office of Education, First 5 LA, and Child Care Alliance of Los Angeles. This spring, QSLA conducted an in-person evaluation of our program at Longfellow. There are 6 elements in the evaluation, which include staff qualifications and effective teacher-child interactions. Using the classroom assessment scoring system or class tool, AUSD was one of the first agencies to participate in the implementation of class second edition. Our participation in QSLA has prepared us well for the new CDE mandate. The CDE mandates that class data be used in the program self-evaluation. That mandate, that is that 15% of providers program be evaluated using class in 24-25. Over the course of several years, providers must meet 100%. AUSD has already met this 100% because all of our preschool classrooms have been reviewed this spring. CSBP classrooms at other sites were reviewed by QSLA in the fall of 2023. Every site was rated at a tier 5. I'm proud to share that as a district, we are rated tier 5 overall, which is the highest tier possible. Can we go back to the graph? So here's the latest comparative analysis of class scores from 2025, shared by QSLA. The darker blue is the national average, and the lighter blue is Longfellow's average when assessed this spring. In the social emotional support domain, the national average score is 6.03 out of 7.0, and Longfellow scores 6.25. In classroom organization domain, the national average is 5.78, and Longfellow score 6.33. And I would like to call attention to the instructional support domain, which is where agency usually score the lowest. The national average is 2.94, whereas Longfellow received a score of 3.89. This, according to QSLA, is quite rare. Next slide. The work that we do at ECE ensures that children will continue to be successful as they move into elementary school, which is why we align ECE curriculum and instruction with AUSD. ECE has been using SEAL's language-rich strategies for over 5 years, and we have seen rapid development in young children's language as a result. Like our TK, the second grade classroom, counting collections takes place in preschool classroom at least once a week. To ensure that our teaching staff are highly effective, we continue to provide high-quality professional development and support. To meet CDE's mandate of assessing our program using class, preschool teachers were provided a 3-day training in class observation. We even have 2 staff members who went on to become certified class trainers. Additionally, 9 new preschool and TK teachers participated in ECE SEAL Sustainability. All ECE teachers in all of our programs are now SEAL trained. Alisa is available to coach teachers in SEAL and county collection to ensure successful implementation and sustainability. We have much to celebrate this year, but we continue to strive and improve program quality and services. We have 2 focus areas for 25-26. One is the early implementation of the Desired Results Developmental Profile, or the DODP 2025, and parent engagement and support. In partnership with the CDE, CDSS, and WestEd, AUSD will participate as an early adopter of the DRDP 2025 this fall. We are participating in professional development in preparation for that implementation. A project we have been working on, mainly Alisa, and now she has some help, this past year is the Learning Resource Library at Longfellow School. The Resource Library offer a variety of books, materials, and resources built around SEAL thematic units to support child development and family engagement. The Resource Library will be available to preschool families starting in August. To better support families with health and social services, we have established and will continue to develop health and social resource data bank. We are also working on a family training series that are specific to early learning and development. I thank you for the opportunity to share, and I hope you will continue to have a great evening.
Thank you, Ms. Lee. Do any of my colleagues, would they like to have any?
Yes, I'd like to add, congratulations to you and your staff. I noticed in the analyzed report, you far beyond what they expected, right? And when I go to your little school, it's so cute, and everyone's always involved, and everyone's working from parents, from staff, working together, and the students seem to all be having a great time.
Thank you. We do enjoy working with the littles very much.
Yes.
Board Member Ramos?
Yeah, just congratulations on the success, and it's good to see that those successes are already seen at these lower levels, right? Because hopefully we can continue to build on that as the students progress through their education here at AUSD. So thank you and your staff for all your effort on this.
Thank you.
I just want to say congratulations to you. And I'm looking at the comparative analysis of class scores. It's great to see that you've exceeded, right, even the national. So, I mean, I think that's a big accomplishment, excuse me. So congratulations to all the hard work and dedication that, the staff gives to the students, because it's really reflective of the students, right, and what they do, because they're the ones that produce the outcomes, but you teach the students. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
I just wanted to make a comment. Yesterday at the the band concert I'm like, where were we? At Azusa High, I had a few teachers from Montessori in the surrounding areas that since I was sitting in the area that was, they're like, are you a board member? I said, yes, I am. And so they said, we have a bone to pick with you. And I said, oh, yes. Right now, they said yes. I said, okay, you have 5 minutes because it's going to start. So they just said, we just want to tell you that a lot of our students are going to, not only Azusa, but because we're able to go ahead and offer these services at a higher capacity, that they were a little upset. But they understood, and actually they said, we want a job with you. And so just FYI, I did refer them to the Ed Join. I said, if there's jobs out there, you will find them at Ed Join. So please apply. So you might get some inquiries pretty soon.
Thank you very much.
They've heard about the program. So thank you so much for your dedication when you started with us a few years ago, just with Longfellow, and just, how you've worked well with our cabinet to be able to expand these opportunities for our little ones to have the foundation for their education. So thank you, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Now we are moving on to item 12.2, adoption of the Azusa Unified School District Elementary Reading Difficulty Screener. Can I please get a motion?
I motion.
Can I please get a second?
Second.
Do we have any discussion? Seeing that there's none, colleagues, if you could please place your vote. I'm sorry. Student board member, I apologize. What is your preference?
Approve, thank you. Yes. Sorry.
And it passes 4 and 1 being absent. Moving on to item 13.1, presentation of updated surplus property timeline.
Board President, we only have one update today, and that's good news that we received a non-refundable deposit from our RC Homes for the former Ellington school property. And so we now have two properties that have moved past due diligence and two properties that have made deposits that are now non-refundable.
Thank you for that. Okay, they're moving on to items 14.1 and 14.6, which is policies and bylaws. These are our info items that come to us regularly. And do any of my colleagues have any questions? Okay.
I have a question on item 14.1 with respect to policy 1312.2. Mr. Ortega, can you explain to us what happens when um, we are teaching, when the school district or are teaching content to families that families might feel that it's deemed inappropriate in nature and content? Can you kind of just walk us through that, please?
Can you please read the one you're looking at, please? So 1312.2, is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, I am happy to kick it off, and then I'll have Miss Norma Camacho fill in the gaps and the holes. But typically, when we are going to teach, provide teaching for students, material that they might find inappropriate for their child, for example, sexual health. Um, we do a lot of marketing and reaching out to our families to let them know that this is coming. We use our current channels of Parent Square, um, lots of messages that go out, um, and we let the parents know that they can opt out of these lessons if they wish to opt out. Um, our district provides live, in person, and virtual opportunities as well for parents that may want to preview um, the material, the curriculum at that meeting. I was able to sit in on one of these meetings a couple of weeks ago. We had probably somewhere between 20 and 30 parents, which is really good attendance for a district-wide meeting. Um, and Ms. Garcia Medina even showed the video that their kids were going to see. We offer this in English and Spanish. And we let them know that this is their right to opt out if they wish to opt out. I did get to overhear some parents. Some parents were like, "Oh, this is okay. Like I feel comfortable." Other parents saying, "You know, I don't know. I'm going to think about it." But we do that reach out. This particular 1312.2 um, is more about complaining about certain instructional material, but we do a very good job of outreach multiple times. We do a good job of allowing them to see the curriculum in the video. And so, Ms. Camacho, I don't know if I missed anything or if you want to add anything.
The only thing that I will add is there are annual notifications that are distributed to families at the beginning of every year. Part of the annual notifications include information for parents to opt out of comprehensive sexual health education type of programming. And then again, when we prepare to provide that instruction to those specific grade levels, we distribute through multiple avenues information to parents, one about the parent meeting, and two about their opportunity to opt out.
One more thing, just to be uber clear, a parent does not need to come to the parent meeting to opt out, right? They can just say, I opt out, I don't want my child to participate. The parent meeting is just an opportunity if they wanted to come and see what was being taught.
I appreciate that. And the reason I was asking is because there's still a lot of school districts out there that are, you know, where parents come and they're concerned about what schools are teaching their kids with, you know, there's with respect to books and things like that in each classroom. I know that there is a website out there. It's called Take Back the Classroom. And if you punch in a school name, it basically tells you what school, what elementary school has what books. I don't know if it's updated most recently, but anyways, I just thought that um, with respect to the policy, I think it's good that the community knows the steps the district takes to ensure that the parent does feel comfortable because there are many parents in other districts that aren't comfortable with that. And I think that because we don't have all the parents show up at all the events, all the meetings and things like that, and that's great that you had a great attendance at that one workshop. But I think it's also important to let the community know in these meetings and when we have an opportunity that they have a way to opt out if they're not comfortable or that they deem that it's inappropriate because everybody has a choice. But thank you for explaining that.
Yes, Board Member Rodriguez Peña.
And I want to add that I do appreciate that we do allow parents to visit the materials that are serving the students. And yes, we're talking about other districts, but culture is different in different districts in different areas. So different people have different visions. You know, I understand that, but I know here at Azusa Unified, we do everything in our power to contact the parents, to show them the books. Even when we have books, adopt books, they can come look at the book if they don't want their child. And the most important thing is to give them options. Number one, and we let them know. And if they don't want them to be in read or in the class or what have you, they have an opportunity to do that. That's what I feel comfortable in here at Azusa Unified, that we give them, we don't just do it and don't tell nobody. They can say yes, they can say no, they don't have to be forced. And maybe in other districts, I don't know. I can't speak for other than my own district. I mean, if they do that, if they outreach the parents, again, culture is different in different parts of the community. So we cannot compare ourselves to other cities. Thank you.
Any comments from, or, I do want to express as a mother of four in this district, I truly believe that the communication in every classroom, every teacher, you know, it's very much communicated, and we at all times have the option to opt out. And so I appreciate the communication, just as you shared, you know, that parents should be made aware. Absolutely, I agree. Um, and we are being made aware. So I thank you for that communication. Uh, anything else, guys? Moving forward, as we see nothing being else being brought to the table, we at this time will not be moving to item 15.1, which is the adjournment. We will be going back to our closed session and we will adjourn as soon as we're done there. So at this time, thank you for joining us. You guys have a great night. Bye-bye. Okay. Mhm. Okay, I have to use the restroom. Okay. Okay.
Marwell, testing, you can hear us?
Yes.
Do we do a handbook?
Just for time's sake, I would like to go ahead and move on to our last agenda item, which is 15.1, adjournment of our meeting tonight. Can I please get a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to approve 15.1.
I second the motion.
First by Board Member Rodriguez Peña, second by Board Member Ramos. Can I please get a hand vote, starting with, on this side?
Approved, yes.
Yes.
Ramos?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and I yes, it's a 4 yes, 1 absent, and tonight's meeting has been adjourned. Thank